Namaste. Hi, this series is called Deleted Ancestral History. And we're talking today about the title is Accept Nothing and Question Everything. First, I will start off with this, as usual. And this is inspirational reading for men and women. Okay? So let's see here. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get this correct. Uh, let's see. Mm, okay, making it happen. I say this because I know I am planning for you, says the Lord. I have good plans for you, not plans to hurt you. I will give you hope and a good future. Amen to that. This is from Jeremiah, the 29th chapter, in verse 11. Okay? Uh, she graduated with honors from one of the best law schools in the country, but received few job offers. Why? Because in 1952, many people thought past slights. Sandra Day O'Connor became the first female justice of the United States Supreme Court. If you feel that you've suffered unfair treatment, remember Justice O'Connor. Invest your energy in making things better today. Yes, not in rehashing the past. The trials in life are difficult. Yes, they are. Enough without bitterness and regret. Besides, when it comes to your future, the jury is still out. hmm Difficult enough without bitterness and regret. Besides, when it comes to your future, the jury is still out. Had to repeat that. And the verdict is up to you. You can't afford to dwell on yesterday. You've got to get on the case today. You can do it, and if you don't give up, you will. Life's ups and downs provide windows of opportunity to determine your values and goals. Think of using all obstacles as stepping stones to build the life you want. And this is from Marshall Senator. Okay, let's get on. I'm going to work with this light a minute because that do not look good. Okay, let's see here. Uh, that's not enough. Okay, that might be. Okay. Hmm. Ah, let's see here. Uh, let me see. Adjusting the light. Let's see here. Let me see here. I turned the light off, but let's see. I can't get this right. Let's see here. Let's try that. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I brought this. I thought that this information needed to be put out there because people uh, have the wrong idea about where slaves came from, originated from. And English people, not English people, European as well as people of color. So I decided, based on my DNA and places that my ancestors originated from, that I would give you the information, the lowdown of where my ancestors originated from. And the one place that people think that all slaves came from is South Africa. That is wrong. That's a misconception uh, based on what Europeans thought. Okay. So, all right. Uh, so I will begin here as to one uh, ancestral country. Okay. So, first, North Africa, where my ancestors, one of my ancestors, came from. Maybe on my mother's side and my father's side. Not sure, but this is the one of the countries that they originated from. And the states in this country are Tunisia, Libya, Chad, Niger, Egypt, the Sudan, Algeria, Mali. And Mali is one of the places in my ancestral DNA that was uh, subsequent, that they had put in there as one of the originating uh, states in North Africa. So Mali is where one of my ancestors are from. Okay, and this is in uh, northern Africa. Okay, the other is Morocco, uh, Mauritania, and Western Sahara, and that it are the states where uh, where my ancestors came from. And this is in Northern Africa and not South Africa. Okay. Uh, Next is okay. Let's see, and also let's see here. If you will hold on for a moment, I will pull up Northern Africa. Let's see here. Let's see here. Um, Northern Africa. Okay. Uh, okay, let's see here. Uh, okay, Muslim. Let's see if I can get that large enough for you all to see. Voila. Oh, darn it. Okay. Uh, this is the map. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's the map. And down here at the bottom is where my ancestors, see there, Mali, came from. Specifically answered in my DNA. Mali, right? Also, too, there's Algeria, uh, what is that? Chad. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Niger. Let's see here. I'm trying to. Okay, that's better, but okay. Niger, you can see at the bottom, Chad, and this is where my ancestors originated from, some of them. And as you can see, uh, there's Italy also, uh, countries, Malta, Greece also. Uh, uh, so those are, and it's a possibility that also uh, that ancestors could come from these countries. It could have been taken from these countries and brought to Northern Africa as slaves. So that's a possibility too. It's not just South Africa, but Northern Africa in other countries also. Okay, so let's get on with it. Uh, and you see where the map is. And also, if I will look at this, let's see here. Uh, Algeria and then Morocco. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. Yes. And also at the top, in which a lot of uh, slaves also originated from, is uh, they had a part in it, Spain and Portugal, and you will see why. See here, okay, you can see it. Let me see there. Spain and Portugal is so close to northern Africa, and they had a part in slavery also too. Those two countries, and this is northern Africa here. That part. Okay, let's see here. Oh, let me see. And the next part that was written in my DNA is North America. And the states there are United States, Mexico, Canada, Guatemala, Haiti, and Cuba and Dominican Republic. And in my DNA, uh, Mexico was specifically uh, uh, answered in that. Okay, uh, specifically, uh, it was mentioned in my DNA. So uh, there it is. It was Mali is one, and then the next country is Mexico. So uh, Israel and Egypt connected by land mass. Okay, my link is yes, my link is an lineage uh, that originated from Mexico. So that's the second country. Okay, so okay, the next is uh, I will say never assume a person's lineage because most likely you will be wrong. All right. Let's see here. Identify as regions of, okay. Uh, the European, specifically part of me, is from Wales. And I can give you some information on that. Uh, because of different parts of the world, well, I call myself and my daughter multi ethnic, and must give recognition to all of my lineage, no matter what, where it takes me. Okay. As I said, uh, my origins are also in Wales. Uh, and I will say that that could be from any of these countries that I'm getting ready to tell you that they are in Wales. Okay. St. David's, Swansea, Newport, Cardiff, Wrexham, Bangor, and St. Asaph. Okay, Wales is a constituent country of the UK, west of England. So this is a part of the uh, that I am a part of. Okay, and also to Israel, and I believe I wrote. Let's get this information. Hold on. Um, Also, in my lineage, Israel was mentioned, and the Jews also had a part in uh, slavery. So, uh, if you will hold on, I will pull this up. Okay, let's see. In slavery. Okay, I meant to write it down. I guess I did not finish it. Okay, let me see here. Half truths in the debate over the Jews. In terms of okay, uh, let me see here. Let me find it specifically. If you'll hold on. Okay, Jews, slaves, and the slave trade, setting the record right. Okay, let's see here. The information on that. Let me see. Despite the insidious. Okay. In recent years, interest regarding the extent to which Jews participated in the institution of slavery in Americas has stemmed from allegations that they predominated in the slave trade and that they owned slaves well in excess of their proportion among the European population. This study, this study argues that they did neither. To the contrary, their participation in the slave trade and in the ownership of slaves was small, but they was part of it. It was small compared with their non-Jewish contemporaries. Their involvement was one that had little impact, but they was part of the slave trade. So that is where my Jewish part come from. And also too, let's see, after, okay, after an exile from England that had lasted almost 4 centuries, Europe's Jewish inhabitants learned in the middle of the 1650s that they could once again reside in that nation. Okay, expelled in 1920, they had been forbidden to return until Oliver Cromwell's government quietly gave them permission to re-enter the country after receiving a delegation sent by the Jewish community of Amsterdam to argue the case of readmission. Okay, so let's see here. British. So that's how the Jewish part of me uh, got into my DNA. Let's see. Okay, Jews and slavery in Jamaica. Uh, let's see. Ireland, the, the destroyed. Okay, let's see. 30 more. The water with it. Minutes. Uh, so, let's see. What year period? Uh, Britain. Let's see, Revelation again. Okay, so that was their part, and also they had plantations and sugar cane. So of course, uh, they had to have slaves, and they were transported from Barbados, Jamaica, Portugal, Spain, and transported all over the world. That's how I got my lineage. Uh, so I remember one time in the city that I came from, and I was coming in to my apartment complex with my daughter. At the time, she was, I think, 5 or 4, something like that, and going to my apartment. And there was a European lady standing from her apartment, and she was just staring at me, and I did uh, understand why. And I spoke to her, and she spoke to me, and she smiled, and she said, uh, "Are you Jewish, or do you have uh, any Jewish in you?" And at that time, I didn't have my DNA, so I said, "I don't think so." I said, "I'm not sure." And she said, you have that appearance of a Jewish person. Now I'm realizing that, yes. So uh, that is like speaking what is so. And so, yes, like I said, I'm from Northern Africa, Mali specifically, then Wales, the European part, then Mexico, and Israel. That is my lineage. And the misconceptions of where people of color come from. In conclusion, almost every country in the world had a part in slavery, including Israel, for profit. Uh, and also, Asia had a part, was a participant in the slave trade also. So I hope that put a light on things and that uh, people can understand that almost every country in the world had a part in slavery. All right. So next, I will do what I usually do: empowerment questions. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, my great shuffling. Oh, so funny. I have been gone for a little while because uh, the doctors, my pulmonary, no, not pulmonary doctor, uh, my rheumatology specialist, which takes care of the, uh, wow, my illness, I can't, sarcoidosis. He put me back on a medication, and I had to adjust to that medication because I hadn't taken it in quite some time, and I was feeling really terrible. So I took some time to adjust, and now I'm back. I'm still adjusting, but it's not as bad as it was. So uh, this is this is the question. I have not seen it. Okay, so um, what kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? Huh. I'm experiencing pride in where I originated from. I'm glad that I am a multi ethnic person. Uh, I was, for a long time, unhappy with the European part of me because of, of the way that my siblings treated me. And it made me sad and very unhappy. And through that, I tried to look more ethnic, uh, by that on the uh, African part. And but now I'm knowing that from God that I should be proud of where I originated from, and that is a beautiful thing. So now I I will speak on my multi ethnicity and uh, and from countries like Mali and different places in northern Africa. They do not speak on race, but the ethnicity of where that person comes from. Uh, and tribes and different things in those cities in Africa, they speak on more of the uh, tribal part of that person with the ethnicity, not the race. Okay, so I will say now, take care of yourself and each other, and please subscribe and like, and I will be back soon. And thank you, and namaste, and please pass it on. Thank you so much.